Boys, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Do you know how long it's been since I last uploaded on this channel? Do you really? It's been 460 days. 460, that's like a year and a half or something stupid like that. That's crazy. You know, I originally wanted this channel to be a weekly slap kind of channel where I uploaded once a week and talked about things like this. And I'm kind of starting to get why Jay Schlatt is is a little inconsistent with it. It's hard to remember. It's hard to make this a priority. It's hard to not just shove this to the side and say I'll do it next week. Because as you might have guessed from 460 days of not uploading, it's not been consistent at all. It's not been consistent. It's not been consistent whatsoever. And you know what? That's fine. In the long term, that's very, very fine. Anyway, the reason I'm here today is because I wanted to do a little bit of a reflection and go over why you will never be satisfied, or at least why I'm never satisfied. And I think that applies to a lot of people, so I'm just going to make the broad assumption that you, yes, you will never be satisfied. Let me give you a little context. When I made my last video 460 days ago, I had like, I don't know, 35,000 subscribers. I was only a shorts YouTuber. I couldn't get views on long form videos, and I made no money basically. I made like 20 cents a month if I was lucky. Again, exaggeration, but you know what I'm saying. And now here I am, a year and a half later, and my long form videos get views. They just straight up do. I can get 10,000 views on a video the first day of uploading. And to be honest, if it doesn't get 10,000 views, I'm like, wow, what have I done wrong? I think that's a failure on my part. If it doesn't get at least 10,000 views. Honestly, probably closer to 12 or 13. And I'm also making a lot of money for someone my age. You know, I'm not exactly old. I'm still quite young, in fact. And if you watch my last video, then you probably have a good gauge on how old I am. Not really going to publicly disclose in this video, but it would be hard to find out. It would not be hard whatsoever for you to do a little discovery on your part and learn this information. The point is that I make a pretty decent amount of money from YouTube. You know, it's nothing phenomenal, but it's not terrible either. Like, it's a decent amount of money. I could go full-time right now if I wanted to. I'll just say that. And yet, I'm not satisfied. We're closing in on the main channel on 100,000 subscribers. 100,000. Boys, that is crazy. And thank you if you're listening. But it just doesn't feel like enough. It doesn't feel big. It doesn't feel monumental. Back in 2021, maybe 2022, I took a piece of paper and I wrote down some goals that I wanted to achieve by 2024. There were a few on there, and most of them, you know, my goals have changed since then. So a lot of them I won't hit purely because, again, they're not exactly what they were back then. But one of them that's remained consistent is hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm going to do that. I straight up will. I could not upload again for the rest of the year, and I'm very confident that I would hit 100,000 within the next couple months anyway. And yet, I'm not satisfied. And I don't think I will be. You see, the problem with YouTube and the problem with anything in life that's numbers based is that your expectations change so drastically. Let me put it this way. Let's say I got 5,000 views per video, and I was happy with that. I was like, wow, that's sick. 5,000 people have watched this video. And then all of a sudden, I get 7,000 views per video. The views start going up. 7,000 is the average now. And I'm like, wow, 7,000. This is even cooler than 5,000. And then it drops back down to 6,000. In my mind, I've failed. Because what I expect from a video has changed. No longer am I happy with 5,000 views. I'm used to 7. And even though 6,000 is more than 5,000, because I'm used to 7, 6 doesn't feel like a lot at all. 6,000 feels like nothing compared to 7. And that's how YouTube works. If a video doesn't break 10,000 views in the first 12 hours or so, I feel like the video is a failure. I feel like I failed as a YouTuber and the video is bad, and I'm kind of sad that no one's watching it. Even though no one's watching it, if it gets 9,000 views in the first 12 hours, that's still epic. That is awesome. That's a lot of people. But it doesn't feel that way. So that's one part of it. Your expectations always are gonna betray you to some extent, and you'll never be happy with what you get. You'll always want more. And that doesn't just apply to views. Right now, I make Star Wars videos, and I have for a long time, and I was always happy with that. I still am happy with that. I love the community I built. I love the people who watch my videos, and I'm glad people can find comfort in these videos and watch them and enjoy them and genuinely like them. But at the same time, I want something different. You know, I found success on Star Wars, but in my mind, I'm like, oh, Star Wars is cool, but I want to be more personality based. I want people to watch the videos for me. And I think that's kind of naive of me, because first of all, I'm not appreciating the success I have. Second of all, I'm thinking that maybe the format that I have that's worked for me is not good enough, and that maybe I need to find something else, when in reality, I don't think I do. I genuinely don't think, actually, I'm fairly positive I know that I would not be happy, or at least more happy, making personality-based videos. I would not be as happy making Ludwig or Atriox style videos as I would be making Jared videos, because I don't think views make you happy at all. I talked about this in my last video, what is success, and I still think it's true. Views will never make you happy. You will always want more, they will never bring satisfaction, at least long-lasting satisfaction, and you shouldn't expect them to. So you're probably hearing all this, and you're like, Jedward, that's great and all, but like, what does this have to do with me? Like, what's the advice you're giving to me here? And I'd say this. I'd say, first of all, if you're a YouTuber, do not let yourself become defined by views. It's really hard not to, and I am to some extent, I'm sure of it, but the views do not define you, they do not define your value, they do not define your worth. You're a human being, and that gives you value, intrinsically. And the views, you know, they don't add or take away anything from that. So get out there and find some things that fulfill you outside of views. Or money. Maybe you can apply the exact same situation to money. Maybe you think, oh, if I can just get $10,000 a month, I'll be happy. Heck, if I can get $5,000 a month, I'll be happy. And I promise you won't be. Now, money's a little different because you do need it fundamentally for some basic quality of life. But once that quality of life is met, I don't think you'll get much happier with more money. In fact, I think life becomes a little harder with more money in some ways. It becomes easier in some ways too, but that's not really the point of the video, and I'm not really fit to speak on money. So when it comes to views or numbers-based success, here's what I'd say. You need to find things that fulfill you outside of that. You need close friends, you need family, you need other hobbies, and you need God. That's probably the most important one out of the bunch, to be honest. Because if you're a YouTuber, and that's your sole purpose in the world from your point of view, then you're always fighting an uphill battle. You're always fighting to do better and better, and that can't go on forever, and it'll never satisfy you. So that's what I'd say. That's my thoughts on the matter as someone who is a successful YouTuber. Anyway, boys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these kind of videos. Not that it matters. I'll hopefully keep making them. Let's pray there's not another 460 days before the next upload. And, yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks very much. See ya.